Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This report, pre-market pulse scan, is being recorded on Friday, July the 28th, 2017. The time is 2 minutes after 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jumping right into the overnight markets. We just had GDP numbers that came out that beat, and right now the Dow is down 35 points at 21,708. The Nasdaq 100 is at 58.82 quarter, down 26 and three quarters. S&P is down 5 and a quarter at 24.66 and three quarters, and the Russell is down 3.2 at 14.28. And the natty gas is at $2.96. Gold is up $2.90 at 12.69.40. Silver is up 5 cents at $16.62.5. And crude oil is up 17.5 cents at $49.22.5. The long bond is down 5/32 at 152.14. Beans, nowhere near the teens. Right now off about 3/4 of a point at 10.06 and three quarters. Looking at the euro, up 37 pips at 117.53. The pound at 131, up 5, and up 5 is also the Aussie at 79.69. And the dollar down 26 ticks at 93.60. So dollar still weak in that 93 handle. All right, so let's take a look at what we got going on in these markets. All right, you Black Ops traders, all members of the Black Ops trading room, this is a special alert for you. Wake up, get a cup of coffee, and get prepared for Take Back Friday. We have some two-bar Charlie setups as follows. We have two-bar Charlie setup in the NASDAQ, negative two-bar Charlie setup. S&P, negative two-bar Charlie setup. Russell and the Dow are our wild cards. I'm still going to call these a two-bar Charlie setup. Sometimes they can, I call nip. They can nip the number as you did in the Dow and the Russell. They nipped it a little bit. All right, but you got hardcore two-bar Charlies in the S&P and NASDAQ. They're both negative two-bar Charlies. You know what to do with that. So these need to be watched, and I do believe they're going to be. You may get a little bit of an uptick on the open, but then it's going to be crashed right down. I see all-day down days in the stock indexes, especially the NASDAQ and the S&P. All down all day, down day. All right, maybe even get parabolic. We'll see. Around midday, it could get parabolic or even into the close. All right, so bear market conditions today in the stock indexes. As long as these two-bar Charlies hold, that's exactly what you're going to see. A hard down day in the stock indexes. Time to get short the stock indexes. Watch your two-bar Charlie setups this morning. If the market conditions are ripe, then you know what we do. All right, so I need to throw that out there to you. These two-bar Charlies are all over the place. Let's see what else we got here. I'm looking at. All right, that's about it. We don't have any other setups except for the pound. The pound is a bullish two-bar Charlie, okay? So you got a positive bullish two-bar Charlie in the pound. And yep, so the pound, we'll add the pound to that list too. All right, so the pound is a bullish two-bar Charlie. The stock indexes is a bearish two-bar Charlie, okay? So for those of you who are new, check your reference material on the two-bar Charlie setups and how to trade them. All right, moving right along. Excuse me. Let's take a look at how some of these indicators are playing out this morning. We do have a plethora of crash alerts. We have it in the NASDAQ, the S&P, even have one in the euro. The one in the euro that we have is very interesting because, you know, it's contingent upon what happens in this dollar. If the Fed decides to strengthen the dollar a little bit today, then we'll see the euro crash alert play out. And it could be a rather significant pullback of at least 200 pips or more. All right, it depends on how the Fed wants to um, play in the dollar today. Depends on what they want to do. Okay, so if they start operations in the bonds and the dollar, you better believe that euro is looking at a 200 pip move to the downside. All right, so we'll watch and see if those market conditions materialize. Apple has a crash alert. AG has a crash alert. AMD, Amazon, uh, the Aussie has one too. We're in the summertime, so I want to point out something to you guys. Just like we saw yesterday, the markets can have these negative turns on a dime without rhyme or reason. So when you get these crash alerts, the market could be bullish, it could be running. You got to watch for intraday reversals because that happens. All right, so don't just ignore the signal because you've been in a runaway market or some kind of parabolic bull market. Don't ignore the crash alerts. You still have to watch and be on guard for that. All right. Okay. In addition to that, let's see what else we got. Chipotle has a crash alert. The British pound has one too, but I don't think that one's going to play out because of the bullish 2-bar Charlie this morning. So, but we'll still watch. You never know; things could reverse midday. All right. Let's see what else we got. Nvidia has a crash alert. I mean, they're all over the board, people. The QQQ, Shop, the silver miners. Let's see, UGLD, USLV, US Steel. XIV has a crash alert today. That's a very important one to watch. All right. I don't think you'll see that type of carnage today. But if this one materializes, then we definitely, most certainly, have a top in the market. All right. It may not be the top, but it will be a top, short term top. All right. So write that one down too. XIV. If the XIV crash alert materializes today, all right, and stops get triggered, you definitely know what to do. All right. So tighten up those stops, lock in some profit. So if these things do intraday reversals to the downside, you are protected. Got to protect your winnings, protect your profits. All right. Okay, moving right along, let's look at the rally alerts that we got. All right, we have rally alerts in hashing space. The NASDAQ exchange itself, ticker NDAQ. First Mining. First Mining Finance. That's a very interesting one, to say the least. Let's see. GBTC has a rally alert. Let's see. The dollar index itself has a rally alert that explains what I was seeing on the screen and what I was showing you guys. All right, so we got to look at that. So the dollar and the Bitcoins have a rally alert today. Also, the BTSC in that Bitcoin space. All right, the DGLD, dry ships, DSLV, Dust, Ethereum, JDST, Litecoin, Steam, UGAS, the UUP equity aspect of the US dollar, and Veritasium. All of these have rally alerts today, so we'll see if we can get some kind of manifestation on those. I have not checked the coinage. Let's take a quick look and see where we are. Okay, Bitcoin broke 2,800. It's up 5%, so that one's already materializing. Ethereum is going the other way. It's down 5%. Litecoin's down over 4%. Your Ripple's down 5% too. So, all right. So the other ones seem to be headed the other direction. Let's see what Steam is doing. Okay, Steam look like okay. Steam is on a roller coaster, folks. Steam last night before I went to bed, it was up like 8-9%. Now it's down over 7%. It hit an overnight high of 138 and an overnight low of 121. Currently, it's trading at 125. Okay, so it's a roller coaster ride on the Steam. And let's look at this Veritasium real quick. Let's see. At one point, it was up 9.27%, and that's what it is right now. Last trade is 0.7955 ethos. All right, so it's up 9.27%. All right, hit it went as high as 1.50 ethos, and the low was 0.08300. All right, so hey, it's getting there. Okay, so this is getting interesting. So the Veritasium and the Bitcoin rally alerts are playing out, but Ethereum and Litecoin is struggling right now. So we'll see if that turns on a dime later today or not. Let's see, notable news. Let's see, earnings remain heavy. We got American Airlines, Chevron, ExxonMobil are all the names set to report ahead of the opening bell. We got stock markets around the world lower. Australia ASX is down 1.44%. That led to losses overnight. And France's CAC down 1.22%, trails Europe. And let's see, Dropbox is planning an IPO. Starbucks is shutting down its Tivana stores. All right, the coffee giant beat on the top and bottom lines and said it was closing all 379 of its Tivana stores. So Amazon missed its Wall Street expectations by a mile. The e-commerce behemoth reported earnings of 0.40 a share, well below the $1.42 that the Wall Street heavy hitters was anticipating. Also, there's too much weed in California. Marijuana producers in California have grown 8 times the amount that is needed for consumption, the Los Angeles Times reports. Side note, I do believe that's why you've been seeing a lot of those weed penny stocks struggling. All right. So people who sell the weed are making money hand over fist, but it's not translating into, the stock exchanges. It's just not. All right. Japan's inflation matches expectations. Consumer prices in Japan rose by 0.4% year over year, but that remains well below the Bank of Japan's 2% target. Senate Republicans, skinny repeal is dead. The healthcare bill failed by a vote of 51 to 49 after Senator John McCain cast the final vote as a no. That is hilarious. All right, what else we got? Let's see. Oil extends its gains on track for the biggest weekly gains so far. Merck, ticker symbol MRK, tops second quarter earnings per share by 14 cents. And Wall Street braces for end of Snap share lockup. Intel, ticker symbol INTC, tops second quarter earnings per share by 4 cents and offers third quarter guidance. Let's see what else we got here. So much going on. Exxon profits nearly doubles but falls short of expectations. Boston Bear, ticker symbol SAM, top second quarter EPS. First Solar, top second quarter EPS by 14 cents, raises its guidance. Citi downgrades U.S. Steel. That's probably why we have a crash alert on it today. System picks these things up, That's all algorithmically based. All right. And let's see. So Citi downgrades U.S. Steel to a sell and sees risks there. Baidu, ticker symbol BIDU, tops Q2 EPS by 85 cents. Sales were in line. And let's see what else. American Airlines, ticker symbol AAL, tops Q2 EPS by 5%. Sorry, 5 cents. I said 5%. 5 cents. And let's see what else we got. Anything notables here? Notable quotables? Not really. Here's something. Okay. Comcast top second quarter EPS by 4 cents, beats on revenue. Verizon, ticker symbol VZ, reports inline second quarter EPS. And Twitter, ticker symbol TWTR, reports second quarter EPS of 8 cents. All right, so that's pretty much the top line news for right now. Other than that, we don't really have a lot going on, but it's mostly a lot of news driven things. And we're at this crossroads. We have only one more trading day left. All right, the 31st is Monday. So, like I said, it looks like the markets could be ahead by, what, like 3 days. And remember, the pulse scan portion of the pulse wave system leads the markets 3 to 5 bars out. All right, so that could be weekly or daily bars. And in this case, it was exactly 3 days, 3 days before July the 31st. So the topping situation is already underway. All right, so all I can tell you is bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And remember, pulsewavetrading.com. Come and learn how to trade these markets. Take our study course. Learn the ins and the outs of making money regardless of whether other people make money or not. Make money regardless of what the central banks do or fail to do. Pulsewavetrading.com. Peace out. One up 5, and up 5 is also the Aussie at 79.69, and the dollar down 26 ticks at 93.60. So dollar still weak in that 93 handle. All right, so let's take a look at what we got going on in these markets. All right, you Black Ops traders, all members of the Black Ops trading room, this is a special alert for you. Wake up, get a cup of coffee, and get prepared for Take Back Friday. We have some two-bar Charlie setups as follows. We have two-bar Charlie setup in the NASDAQ, negative two-bar Charlie setup. S&P, negative two-bar Charlie setup. Russell and the Dow are our wild cards. I'm still going to call these a two-bar Charlie setup. Total is up 17.5 cents at $49.22.5. The long bond is down 5/30 seconds at 152.14. Beans, nowhere near the teens. Right now off about 3/4 of a point at 10.06 3/4. Looking at the euro, up 37 pips at 117.53. The pound at 138. The Nasdaq 100 is at 58.82 down 26 3/4. S&P is down 5 1/4 at 24.66 3/4. And the Russell is down 3.2 at 14.28. And the natty gas is at $2.96. Gold is up $2.90 at $12.69.40. Silver is up 5 cents at $16.62.5. And crude. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This report, pre-market pulse scan, is being recorded on Friday, July the 28th, 2017. The time is 2 minutes after 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jumping right into the overnight markets. We just had GDP numbers that came out that beat. And right now the Dow is down 35 points at 21,708.